Action Earth is brought to you by Eneloop, the world's first ready-to-use nickel-metal hydride rechargeable battery.
In Australia, 88% of our electricity comes from burning coal, which pumps out more greenhouse pollution than any other source. But there are alternatives. You can switch to green power, or you could try whipping up some energy of your own. Switching over to green power is a quick and easy way you can help the environment, because unlike normal electricity, green power is generated not by burning coal, but instead with the help of clean, renewable resources, like water, sunlight or the wind. They'll never run out, and they don't produce greenhouse gases. Most electricity suppliers can hook you up for just a smidgen more, but the saving to the environment is huge. Make sure that you get what you pay for, and only buy electricity that's accredited by the federal government's Green Power program.
Hydropower is the first and biggest renewable source.
Wind energy, solar energy, water power.
There'll be wind, there'll be sun, pedal power.
Wind, which is a bit of a waste of time because it's ugly and takes up so much space. Solar, which is really expensive, and nuclear.
Of course, some people love a bit of DIY, and when it comes to renewable energy, Simeon Glasser is a guy who's really taken matters into his own hands. What renewable energy systems do you have in your home?
To start with, I've got the basic green energy supply for the house. It's 100% green energy from Energy Australia. I've got solar panels on the roof, 1.5 kilowatt system, which is just a standard grid feed system. And then I thought I'd add a wind turbine.
Wind turbine? That's cool. Tell me about it.
I got inspired by the idea that I was just looking for all the things you could possibly do to the house. I wanted to be completely energy self-sufficient and completely water self-sufficient. It slowly dawned on me that no one had actually tried to put one on a house, and I thought that was pretty strange.
Inspiration's one thing, but cost is another.
The wind turbine has ended up costing me about $15,000, about $8.5 to buy it, and about $7.5 or so, $6.5 to install it.
What's the reaction been?
It's created a lot of conversation that might not otherwise have happened between people.
Now, when you think of wind power, you probably think of these bad boys. Massive turbines that look like futuristic windmills. Wind power is the world's fastest growing renewable energy source. So far, we have 563 turbines on 42 wind farms across Australia. And together, they can supply pretty much enough electricity to power all the homes in a city the size of Adelaide. How does a wind turbine work?
It's a spinning series of blades, 3 blades, and they spin in the breeze, and that spinning energy is transferred into a turbine right behind the blades, which creates the electricity. And then a wire brings the electricity into my house, and I use it. And if I don't need it, it goes into the electricity grid, and the energy company ends up paying me for that.
So, how windy does it need to be to actually have your wind turbine working?
Not very much. You can have a breeze that's pretty low wind, and it will start turning, and it only needs to begin turning a little bit for it to start producing a little bit of electricity. I'm not really looking for a financial return. I see it as having a much bigger return on environmental things and social change and all that sort of stuff.
You don't have to go to this extent to go green. It can be as simple as calling your electricity provider and switching to green power.
But do take the time to think about and ask about how your electricity is made, because when it comes to a cleaner, more renewable power solution, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The winds of change are blowing,